let's do a complete beginner guitar lesson. It's going to be a lot of fun for anybody who just got their guitar or you want to just mess around with it and get started. I always have my students make music right away. A lot of times when you're learning a musical instrument, the teacher will give you just a bunch of technical things or a bunch of chord shapes that can really be a lot to deal with. It can be very physical. It's not a problem, but I want to give you a warm-up or a quick lesson that you can do to get you playing the guitar and making music right away on your first day. Or if you've been playing for a while, you might find this pretty fun. Or if you're teaching somebody and you don't know what to show them, here's a simple lesson that will be music right away. People don't talk about it too much, but the important hand with guitar is the right hand. So we're going to start with the right hand stuff, and even if you don't get into finger picking, that's not really the type of guitar play you want to play, having some access to control over especially your thumb, but your fingers in general, will make guitar so much easier as you go along. It's all about the right hand because that's the rhythm hand, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the third string. I'm counting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm calling this the highest string, high in pitch, as the first string, okay? So that's the string 1. I'm going to play the third string with my thumb. Let's just do that together. You can rest your wrist on the guitar. You want to make sure that the guitar isn't trying to get away from you. So if it's leaning down and you feel like you're kind of out of alignment with your spine, take a look at that. You want to be able to just kind of sit there with your arm, the weight of your arm kind of holding your guitar in place, okay? So, and this exercise, you can kind of push your wrist against the guitar, or you can just kind of have your thumb hanging out. There's a lot of space in here. I don't know if you can see that. But, so we're going to play the third string with our thumb, the second string with our index finger, and the first string with our middle finger. So I'm going to go thumb, index, middle. That's all I want you to do. Just start with that. And we'll do it in rhythm because that's what makes music music. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of sounds happening. It's the rhythm that makes it intelligible to us as musicians. So I'm just going to go. That's probably pretty fast if you haven't played guitar before. You got to take it at whatever speed you can do it. We're not trying to get anywhere. We're just having fun with the guitar today. Because that's what really is important, is that you enjoy this experience. You will get better if you enjoy it. You might torture yourself when you're, if you're trying to get somewhere, you might add too much pressure, make it too significant. We're not doing that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I didn't count you off that time. I'll count us off and we'll all play together. 1, 2, 3. Okay. If you made it this far, let's add one thing. You're already doing great if you can do that steadily. Playing in groups of 3, we'll call it a triplet. We're going to add our first finger on this side. So on this side, I'm calling it thumb, index, middle, ring, all that. And on my left hand, I'm giving them numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my index finger on this hand, but we're not calling it that. We're calling it 1. We're going to play the first fret of the first string. Remember, that's the high one, the little one. The best that you can, you want to be right on the tip of your finger. So if you can curl your finger around, come in at a 90-degree angle, that's going to be the most successful way to play because it requires the least amount of energy to do that, okay? So if you need to crush it down or kind of use like the flat part of your finger, that's fine too, but it's going to use a significant more amount of energy. And we don't want that. We want to be efficient, and so we don't have to think about it. As you get better and better, you want to train yourself to make it as efficient and effortless as possible. Coming in, 90-degree angle. Well, I'm on the 3rd fret. These these chrome lines right here, these metal lines, these are called frets. So I'm going to come in and play my 1st finger, 1st string, 3rd fret. Once I've got that on there, I'm going to go back to my triplet exercise with my right hand. So this is a nice little G chord. It almost sounds like a lullaby. So if you're pulling that off, it probably sounds pretty good. And if we need to slow it down, that's fine too. Go ahead and just pause this video. You don't have to remember this today, but you're playing a G chord, a little modified G chord, and that note you're playing on the 1st string is a G. Let's move on. Let's add another note to that. We're going to go up, and by up I mean we're going to go up the neck this way, meaning the notes are going to get higher. That's why I say up. I'm going to go up by 2 frets. I don't care what finger you use. You can use this finger, or you could try a new finger. I'm going to use the 1st finger just so it seems pretty straightforward. I'm going to now play the 5th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go up 2 more. So now I'm going to go up to the 7th fret. So now I'm going to play all 3 in a row. We're actually making music the first day. That's the point of this entire thing, is you want to start making music right away. Yes, if you want to learn all your open position chords, you want to start getting good with some strumming exercises, I have a course for that, white belt course. Go to blackbeltmusician.com. My white belt course will get you flying. If you get through my white belt course, you will be a great intermediate guitar player, and you'll be having a great time. It's the things you need to learn in the order you need to learn them. See, a lot of times we end up learning something that's maybe too hard for us, or we learn something out of context. We're just pushing our fingers down, not really knowing what we're doing. It's not wrong, but if you learn things in a certain order, you'll learn way faster, and you'll get really good really fast. Not to mention, everything you learn after that will be easier because it'll fit into a framework. Back to our lesson. That top note is actually the first 3 notes of a major scale. You've probably seen Sound of Music or something like that. Do, re, mi, and do, re, mi. I can't sing that. Do, re, mi. I'll almost do it. We can continue that up the neck. If you've made it this far, you're doing great already. But I'm going to just give you a little bit more to work with. And if you wanted to go for it, just keep trucking along. Now I'm going to do the 8th fret and the 10th fret. 3rd, 5th, 7th, 8th, 10th, 12th. That's pretty cool. Let's go all the way to 14. I know I'm talking kind of fast here if you never played guitar before, but let's just keep going up the neck. And if you play a wrong one, that doesn't matter. It's probably going to sound cool. It might sound like something wacky. So I'm playing a major scale up the neck. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I'm sure you've heard that before. So you're learning a little bit about the language and the science of music in this lesson as well. If you can just get this right hand, these 3 fingers going in a very consistent way, you're already winning, okay? I switched fingers up here because once you start to get good, you'll notice that you'll switch fingers because it's easier and faster. And people will start to say, man, it doesn't even look like you're moving your hands. That's when you know you're on the right track. I'll play it one more time. I'm going to go up the neck. And then I'm going to descend and go back down the neck with my major scale on one string. Let's start again. Excuse me. Triplets. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you like this stuff and you want to get really good at the guitar, you're just starting out, my white belt course will get you to intermediate faster than anything else, and you're going to learn the right things in the right order to really set you up for success. blackbeltmusician.com for that. In fact, I've got a 3-day challenge at blackbeltmusician.com, and it's free, so go check it out. Thanks for watching.